guys, so today I'm going to be showing you all the different practices you can do in the range to warm up, improve your aim, and get ready to play comp games pretty much. So there's actually quite a bit you can do. A lot of people aren't really aware. Again, some of these guides are going to be reiterated, so if you guys have already seen some of these, you can skip. You can also just skip the video. This is meant to bring a lot more people into my channel, so without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and begin on the speed column. So we have easy, medium, and hard. So how this works is you pick one of these, you click start, and basically it's going to spawn bots that spawn for just a second. For easy, they spawn for a longer amount of time. For medium, not as long, and for hard, it's short, very short amount of time. So this is useful for practicing flicks and reaction time. It's not as useful for just practicing your aim entirely. I used to only use this to warm up, which is okay. It's not really the best thing to do because there's other mechanics related to like movement and your aim that you can do. But I'll go ahead and do one just to show you guys what it looks like and how I would do it. So for me, actually 20 is completely average. This brings me to my next point, which is you guys are going to want to do this a few times, figure out what your score, your average score is, and you're going to want to try to improve it. So I would keep doing this, and I would be shooting for 21 or 22. Whatever my goal is, I want to just aim for that. That's going to help you be less frustrated, and also it'll just help you improve overall much quicker. So next, we're going to go to the streak column. You guys have probably seen me do this before, so eliminate 50. This is going to be better just for your overall, like turning. Because in this, yeah, I'm flicking, but I'm not, like, looking around everywhere. So what I like to do, this also spawns the bots farther out. So it spawns them outside of these lines rather than just inside of them, which is only where the speed bots spawn. So what I like to do is run out to the side. And the reason I do this is because if you run out here, the bots can actually spawn behind you, which prepares your aim to turn entirely like that. So I'm going to go ahead and do this one. See, it's spawning toward behind me a little bit. Oopsie. So that's an okay run for me. For me, a good run would be below 45. An average run would be between 46 and 50. So I usually try to go between like 40 and 45. And so for you guys, you're gonna have to figure out what that number is for you. Again, it's okay whatever your number is. That is irrelevant. What matters is that you improve it. That's really what you should be focusing on. So before we continue, please join my Discord. If you guys have any guide suggestions or comments, leave those in the comments below. So next, we have the next portion here. We also have this section right here. So this section is actually really good for practicing your spray and then figuring out how sort of different guns work. So we can practice a different gun. If you want to learn a new gun, you can, like, you know, say you want to learn the Aries, we can figure out how the spray pattern works here. You can also see the bullets right here. And you can just keep doing this until, you know, the bullets sort of like or the spray pattern kind of resonates with you. You can go really far. This is like really far. I would suggest trying to go like not beyond this range too much. I usually stick with like 10 meters if you're trying to learn like patterns, because it's pretty easy to do that. So this is not one that I pretty much use at all, but this is if you want to learn new guns, because a lot of people are only using like a couple guns when you should really be spreading out your usage of guns to like much more. So next we have training spray transferring and tapping. So spray transferring would look something like this on these. I'm kind of trash, forgive me. So obviously it's going to be harder to spray transfer from a small one to a small one, but small to big is easy, big to small is hard. So if you're new to spray transferring, you might want to just stick to these bigger ones. It's going to make it a lot significantly easier. So for tapping, I like to just tap these like this. And this improves your tapping. Also, you can counter strafe like this. Also builds your counter strafing. So this is kind of like a lot in one, right? Like, yes, you can play aim lab. Aim lab does a lot of things that this range is not going to. But if you really just don't feel like opening aim lab, then you can do this. This is also just really good. And you also are playing Valorant, so you get comfortable with actually moving in Valorant rather than just warming up your aim. Oopsie. So this is going to be about all that I have. There are other things you can do, like there's like movement you can do. You can practice abilities in here, but I'm not really going to be talking about that. This is mainly just aim guide. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Again, there's another thing you can do here. We have the practice bots here. You can just kind of shoot at these guys. Cool thing we can do here is track these guys and kind of shoot them in different ranges, move all around them. This also builds your counter strafing ability if you're actually doing it properly. If you don't know how to counter strafe, check my recent videos and you can find counter strafing there. And yeah, so like I said, please join my Discord. If you guys want coaching, check the description. And I will see you guys in the next one. Comment, like, and subscribe.